Hi, my name's David Lowry, and my two words are self-righteous and rescued. And this is my story. Throughout middle school and high school, I went to church consistently, was a youth group leader, led Bible studies, and went on every single missions trip that my church offered. My attendance and participation in church activities gave me a sense that God approved of me. This seemed even more evident as I compared my church involvement with my classmates' lack of desire to know God and live in obedience to His Word. My understanding of receiving God's approval stemmed completely from making sure to do the things that He commanded and not do the things that He disallowed. I entered college at Ball State my freshman year and immediately got plugged into Cru. Attending a Bible study and the Thursday night weekly meeting felt really comfortable considering my church background. It was refreshing to be around a community of like minded believers who were interested in maintaining a moral standard similar to the one that I held for myself. I was asked to lead a Bible study my freshman year, and this was further confirmation of my right standing with God. Early on in my sophomore year, God shattered my self righteousness and pride and good works. Throughout high school, I was well aware that I wasn't perfect and didn't always completely obey God, but I looked really good compared to when I compared myself to other people that I knew who were getting drunk, having sex, and cheating in all of their classes. My sophomore year, however, I started to see more and more anger, lust, pride, and self righteousness building up in my head and in my heart. I started acting on these sins and quickly came to the realization that since I believed my good works and morality were what made me right with God, my sin must earn me God's disapproval. I was crushed by this and immediately went to go talk with Kyle Keating, my Cru staff discipler. Kyle didn't affirm that I had earned God's disapproval. He told me that my sin actually earned God's wrath and complete separation from Him, but then he launched into the most beautiful news that I've ever heard. News that I'd been around my whole life, but had chosen to trade in for a path of seeking to earn God's favor through my own efforts. Kyle told me that my sins, even the ones that were more culturally acceptable, still earned me the same punishment as the sins that I considered deplorable. They earned me separation from a holy and perfect God. He continued sharing that my performance that I had clung to so tightly would never be good enough to repair my broken relationship with God. Thankfully, there was a solution to my sin: Jesus Christ, God's Son. Jesus was not merely a man or a teacher or a prophet. He was the linchpin in God's rescue plan to save sinful people who were separated from God. In His furious love for all people, God sent His perfect Son, Jesus, to pay the penalty of separation that our disobedience to God's perfect standard had earned, if only we place our faith in Jesus Christ. Through Jesus Christ alone, God has provided me with the righteousness that I was seeking to earn my whole life. He has rescued me and continues to rescue me from my prideful self-righteousness by providing me with Jesus Christ's perfect relationship with God. Where I was once lost in sinful self-righteousness, I have now been rescued and brought into perfect relationship with God. Those are my two words.